guys, I'm Gina Hendrix. I am a matchmaker, a relationship expert, an author, and a radio show host. I have a radio show called Beyond Beautiful with Gina Hendrix, and I interview some of the most beautiful, amazing people in the world. Now, when it comes to matchmaking, as you guys know, I work with some of the most eligible, successful men that exists on the planet.
Well, I'm happy. Facebook is so powerful because
God bless Facebook.
Yes. Well, and it's just like such a small world because I think we probably have like 50 mutual friends, and then I ended up finding you on there and saying she's amazing and fascinating.
How long have we known each other on there on Facebook?
I don't know.
Like a long time. Wow,
you know, it has been a long time because we've kind of conversation back and forth here and there, but I remember I thought of you.
Yes.
I thought of you because I saw you on The Bachelor.
Yes.
And I went, oh my gosh, I'm friends with her on Facebook. I have to contact her because she would be so great to be on the show, and I just think it's so admirable, all the stuff you do.
I appreciate it.
And so, and you're just amazing. And you're a billionaire, worldwide, well-known matchmaker, which I think is fascinating because I recently set up somebody, and it's so rewarding. I'm not going to name names.
Oh, please name
names.
No. Fun to get. Are you kidding?
I want to make sure that it's good first, but it's rewarding.
Okay.
Like I feel like it's
totally
so exciting, and
yes.
I know you've done it probably thousands and thousands and thousands of times.
Yes.
And you're an author of Stop Being a Bitch and Get a Boyfriend. I love that, and I love the book cover. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And you look gorgeous. And also, you have a radio show, and you're the founder and head of Models and Mutts.
Yes,
and you help so many animals throughout California, right?
Yes. And we've done we did when the hurricane hit the East Coast. We did a fundraiser for New York as well. So I reach far and wide with Models and Mutts, trying to help as many animals as possible.
And they're very drawn to you, as you can see.
Yes, your little guy, Larry David.
Oh, so cute. Yeah, Larry Dallas.
I'm sorry, Larry Dallas, Larry David. That's hilarious. Do you know who Larry David is?
No.
Oh, you don't?
Who's that?
From what's the show, Larry David?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, okay. Well,
should call it
you know what?
That's hilarious.
Well, Larry Dallas on Three's Company was the cheesy car salesman, and we just thought he looked scruffy, and it just kind of fits for him.
Yeah, he's my new boyfriend. Are you my new boyfriend?
He's a sweetie. So, we adopted him 3 weeks ago, and he's just he fits right in, and he's
Only
so sweet.
3 weeks is shocking.
Yeah, and he's 2, and I think he belonged to a family because he acts trained already.
Right.
So as you can see.
Well, it's funny because people think they need to get dogs from breeders to get like super cute ones. But clearly,
he's adorable.
You've only had him 3 weeks, and not only is he adorable, but he's just awesome.
Yeah, he's so
great.
easy.
And these are dogs that sit at the shelters if people don't go down there and get them. So
yeah. So I'm curious to know, since we happen to be hanging out and everything, and this beautiful day, you're a billionaire matchmaker. So first of all, that's just exciting to even know billionaires.
Yeah, that I have to say. You know what's interesting? I'll tell you a fascinating story. Is that when I first started my business, everything was a learning curve, and I was signing billionaires, hiding my '95 Bronco around the corner, and walking into Chateau Marmont and all these places, signing billionaires and driving a '95 Bronco.
Wow! So that's your confidence.
So because I think that what I've learned, and then when I have a Mercedes now, and when I got that, everybody's like, "Don't you feel so much better?" But I have to say, it doesn't make me feel better. Because you carry with you who you are in your head. So even when I was driving a '95 Bronco, the reason I could sign billionaires was because I never felt any less than who I am anyway. So the car doesn't define me.
What do you think your secret to that was? Because so many people I meet, in what I do, I meet so many people who are gorgeous and successful and entrepreneurs and doing amazing things, and you would think they have 100+% confidence, and they're so insecure. What was your secret for that?
Interesting. I know I think about this question a lot because I would love to bottle it and sell it.
Yeah.
Because I would be a billionaire.
That's another book.
That's a whole nother book. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy. Mm-hmm. I've always been a happy person, and I actually think maybe my compassion. Not to try to bring it back around at all. I'm actually not, but I think that I've always been compassionate about animals, and I've always had a bigger purpose other than me. So I don't go through life feeling insecure or competitive with anyone. I just do what I do because I feel drawn to doing it.
Got it.
And so I don't know. I think that perhaps my confidence comes from that, from not being self-conscious about me and but knowing that I have a bigger purpose and that I'm just my integrity's intact and I'm doing things for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And I think if that's all in line, then you have confidence about who you are.
That's beautiful.
Whoa.
I mean, I think it's that was
Write
profound.
that
It was. And you know what I heard in there? It was a mixture of you're living your passion.
Yes.
You're living your purpose. And you're tuning into what you truly want.
It's true.
And you're compassionate and you give back.
Yes.
And living in gratitude.
And I've never started any of my businesses based on, what can I make? How can I make money? I've never started a business based on that. I always start anything I do based on just what I love to do.
Yes.
And I follow that path.
So Gina, I can tell you're very intuitive, but how do you really tune in and find women that are genuine?
I mean, honestly, that's really the hardest, that's the needle in the haystack in this town, unfortunately. There, like I said, everybody's beautiful here, right? And everybody sounds great and they look great on the exterior. But you find out who somebody is by dealing with them. It's not instant. It'll take maybe a couple of meetings. Sometimes girls are way more apparent. Sometimes girls hide it a lot more. Sometimes they're smarter and more clever. Sometimes my guys will actually tell me. And if a guy comes back and says, Gina, she said this, then I'll just never set her up again, if I didn't catch it. But what's interesting, and I was telling, had to have this conversation with a client recently. This is really fascinating, and I've learned from my business. And it can make things difficult, but ultimately it's a good thing. So imagine a guy, this is why I have to be very careful that my guys are cute and great and women are going to like them.
Yeah.
Because if I were to ever take on a guy who's maybe not very attractive, let's say, but he's extremely successful, and I think he's a good guy, he's just not that cute. If that same guy went into the real world and met women on his own, and he's super rich and he's successful but not cute or tall, let's say, a girl might not really like him, but she'll pretend she likes him because she knows what she can get from him, okay? But in my world, if I were to set that guy up with this girl, same girl, who happens to be in my database, and I set him up, she would reject him and be honest about it.
Okay.
Because in my world, they won't use these guys because they know I'll kick their ass.
Got it. Okay.
They have to answer to me. So occasionally there will be more rejection if the guy is already shooting out of his league.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've had to say to my guys, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because see, in the real world,
You're honest.
you wouldn't know that they were using you. And in my world, we're all going to be honest about what's going on here. So you would rather have a woman reject you right away so that we can move on and find quality.
You coach them and counsel them then.
not much,
Kind of.
but I certainly do have to tell them that, when they feel like in the real world that women are flocking to them, a lot of times the women are not being honest about their intentions. In my world, the women have to be honest about their intentions.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And that's where the integrity comes in.
Got it.
Yeah.
So for you, you have a radio show as well. Like you
I do.
And you have models and Mutts. I mean,
I
you
do.
just do so much amazing things in the world.
I'm busy.
So many things. For your radio show, I know you talk about beauty and how. Well, explain that to me.
Right. So my radio show is called Beyond Beautiful, and it's on LA Talk Radio every Friday at 1:00 Pacific time. And so I interview beautiful, interesting women, essentially, because it all fits hand in hand, whether it's models and Mutts, or my matchmaking, or my radio show. It's all about, my life revolves around finding beautiful, interesting women who are one in a million.
Got it.
So the radio show is sort of an extension. It's like I find it interesting and necessary to meet beautiful women who have something more to say than just being, oh, my selfie, oh, my selfie, oh, my boobs, oh, my selfie. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, okay, well, what do you bring to the table more than that? You know, are you philanthropic? Are you an entrepreneur? Or, do you have a master's degree? I mean, in my world, especially with matchmaking, the trifecta is beauty, brains, and a master's degree.
Okay.
Boom, I find that girl, and it's like, oh, the heavens open up. But even those girls get in their own way sometimes, so.
Got it.
Yeah, so but my radio show is about, she's so cute. Your little girl. But my radio show is all about, getting beyond the surface of the exterior and finding out who somebody is and what they bring to this world beyond that. Because you know what? These are all just our shells. We're like turtles.
Yeah.
these are just our shells. It's like, that's not who we really are. The interior, our heart, our mind, our soul, our integrity, that's who we are.
Well, and it probably helps people not judge so much. They'll learn, okay, I shouldn't be judging
That's
people
very true.
like
Very
that
true.
because you're seeing deep inside, like, okay,
Exactly.
that's how they really are.
Exactly. So sometimes people tend to think beautiful women are incredibly shallow. And I find that anybody can be incredibly shallow.
Exactly.
Ugly or
Has
pretty.
nothing to do with it.
It doesn't really matter.
Yes.
I mean, you know, it's just that I think that it's easier to point the finger at somebody who's beautiful because you want to find fault with them. But a lot of times, you know, especially with models and Mutts, I get the models to help animals and they're going out and they're giving their time. So, you know, you can find good and bad in everybody, but my world happens to be about finding beautiful people who are also amazing, smart, great people filled with integrity.
Yes.
So,
Well, I'm honored that you were here, and I'm fascinated by
thank you.
everything you're doing, and I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited to hear what's coming next because I know you have a lot of projects
I
in
have
the
a
works.
lot of things going on.
And so let's go inside and hang out a little bit more.
Okay,
and
love
thank
it.
you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you. It's been fun. I appreciate it.
All of the fashion that you've seen here on the show, worn by Kim Somers Egelsee and some of the guests, have been provided by Detour. To find out more information, go to detourstyle.com.